Next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
What y'all trying to do?
I mean, we want to surprise you, so that's what we're gonna tell you.
Well, we'll tell you, but we're gonna tell you off mic.
No, I won't tell him then.
I'll tell him.
No, the surprise gonna make it better.
Hey, what to do, Facebook, man? We back in the building. This says episode 165, man, but I hate to call it, give y'all 165 for this short amount of time we're gonna be here. So we're gonna do 165 next week again. Man, this is Soft got something to say. This is episode 165-ish. What it do, man? It's your boy Country coming live from the Soft Guys Say. This is episode 165-ish.
This is what you
This the heavily orchestrated, never duplicated lyrical symphony known as Eternal One Eternity, holding it down for the South. Yeah.
Hey, man, what it do, people?
Everybody tired.
We extra late.
It's been a long day.
Extra late. Yeah, we had my boy Attorney had a very long day. Me and Dream been here. We was here for like an hour just chit chatting.
No, long night. I think it says 7:45.
Yeah, that's a lie. But
Yeah, freaking tell me you ain't come out the door to 8:02.
okay, that's more like it. You're right. You probably
I
been
know
here
damn
since.
well.
You probably been here since. So, me and Dream had a good hour long conversation, and Attorney got here at 9. We could have started the show at a reasonable time, but Attorney came in. He had some shit going on, and we console our brother as we should. You know what I'm saying? We talked to him.
Facts.
And we talk back and forth, and we just, bounce ideas off top of our head.
Hey, screw them, man.
Dream.
Let's go off, man.
Dream just yell a lot while me and Dream we in turn try to come up with solutions. Dream yells a lot.
My solution is slapper.
The normal equation. But so we are very late tonight. And because we're very late, we actually got a really good show.
We do.
But we're not going to spoil our really good show at 10 o'clock. We agreed on not spoiling a really good show at 10 o'clock. So we did want to come on and give y'all something. So the something we going to give y'all is what's been going on, Attorney? How you doing outside of today? Don't tell them about today.
No, man. That's one thing I'm not going to do. Other than that, bro, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Life is cool. It's keeping me busy. Probably just way busier than I want to be right now, but it's such is life.
Got an album release date?
No
album release date yet.
No, I do have some. I got some stuff coming though. I got some stuff I got to revisit. I was talking to Sir one day. Shout out to Sir. We was just chatting, and basically he said something that really resonated with me. He told me, he said, "Bruh," he said, "I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I feel like you put out some really dope stuff and you don't sit on it long enough." He said, "I feel like you put something out and then it's like, okay, what's next? On to the next." Mm-hmm. He was like, and I think that you have to push it. And it kind of actually is what pushed me into the topic that I proposed to y'all. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's just the business of the music business.
I can't wait. So I got so much to talk about this music.
And I was gonna say, and if you don't want to talk about it tonight, I can understand that. We can hold that topic for next week too if we need to, because I feel like it's gonna get heavy. It's or not heavy, but it's a real conversation that need to be had. But
the way producers change is different.
Oh yeah,
now.
Yeah.
Producers are different now.
Absolutely.
Like, bro, owning your masters means something totally different today than it meant 15 years ago.
I was just finna say about 15 years ago, yeah.
About 15 years ago, owning your masters then and now is totally different.
Right. Man, who was it? Katy Perry? Somebody just sold that catalog for like $25 million.
But one of the best lessons from a dude that I used to get into it with almost every time we did a show together, he brought me in. But he also said some of the realest shit repeatedly, not once or twice, but repeatedly. He said some of the realest shit I ever heard. Ray for not to be late. R.P. This goes back to what you were saying. When I say me and Ray bump heads, y'all don't understand how often we bump heads. We had about 5 shows together. We bumped heads 7. I'm serious, bro. Because he was like, I did this before, young nigga. You think you know, but you don't. And I'm like, nigga, I'm getting money. Shut up. You know what I mean? And he was right 100% of the times he told me something. And I'm a man enough to say that I was wrong 100% of the time I tried to argue with him. You feel me? He argued me about money one time. He was right. I was getting beat. But the one thing he said that stuck with me that goes back to what you were just saying, he said, Dream, these young niggas keep making this music and trying to pay me to play it on radio. I don't like doing it. I'm like, well, why? Why you don't want to support the culture? He was like, because that ain't really support. That's me taking these niggas' money. If they take all that drug money, they should have said I did, and put it into their advertising and make themselves a brand, then the people will make me pay their music for free.
Facts.
Bro, that was, he ain't had to explain that to me.
Right.
When he said it was just so real.
Yeah.
You feel me? He not, he tried to explain, like, nigga, I get it. I totally get that. You can make yourself a star with your money.
And it was harder back then.
Yeah.
Way harder.
You know what I'm saying? It was so real when he said that. I was like, wow.
So,
I mean? And I
go ahead.
that because of what you said. When you say, sir said, you don't sit on it long enough. You go and say, boom, what's next?
Yeah. I mean, and when he said it, I do it. And
can I throw some advice from you before you go to the next subject?
Go ahead. No, I mean, it's the same subject. Go ahead.
Okay. I say, and I'm getting it for Ray Ray, so don't point your finger at me. When you get another project, and not even the album, but project, let's just say your album gonna be 14 songs, but your next project, you got 7 of them ready. You're gonna be more biased to certain songs than your fans will. Mm-hmm. That makes sense?
Yeah.
I say do a study group amongst your peers and let them decide what they think is the hottest song and then put money in behind that one, because 99% of the time, that's the one.
Oh, that's what listening parties are for.
Facts.
I do listening parties.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
And then instead of going to the next one, invest in that song. And even if you fail, do that same thing every time.
Oh, yeah.
It works.
So
Motown built their whole vision on that.
I agree.
Motown built everything about Motown that way.
Something that I thought about when we were having this conversation was the fact that, and this ain't really even the topic. You know what I'm saying? This is just kind of touching on these pieces. Yeah. But when he said it, this is what came back to me. So I don't know the logistics. I could probably find it real quick. But when I was a freshman at Dillard, when I got there, for me, long hair was the track that Mr. Big had out right now. Mm-hmm. That's what we was on. We was on long hair and we was on top down. I get to Dillard in New Orleans where all the hot music.
I thought you worked at Dillard.
No, Dillard University.
Okay.
Dillard University. When I that's why I started my my beyond high school education, my college education at. I get there and they like, yo, you from Mobile? I was like, yeah. They was like, man, you heard this dude named Mr. Big? I'm thinking to myself, like, who don't know Mr. Big? But these are people who also didn't realize Mobile was just 2 hours east of them.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you from Alabama, man? How long it took you to get here, bro? I can come here on the weekend. Like, this a hop, skip, and a jump for me. Okay. They didn't realize that though, bro. Right. Like these New Orleans cats that ain't really been out of the city, or Louisiana people that ain't been out of the city.
New Orleans who never left New Orleans.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's like, oh, so you heard this guy named Mr. Big? I'm like, of course. Like who hadn't heard of Mr. Big? And he's like, yo, man, I got this song, and I'm thinking like they finna play me long hair. Like, oh man, I know this your shit. These niggas pulled out Trial Time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Trial Time at that point was 3 years old. It was older us. Mm-hmm. But it was brand new to them. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wait, y'all just got on this? He was like, yeah. I was like, nah. So then I had to play whole check for him, and they was like, bruh, like, how long this been out? I was like,
this nigga?
4 years. It's the same dude.
Same album.
And it's same album. And so I thought about that, bro. I was like, you know what? I have records that I really wanted to like shoot visuals for and stuff like that I never did because I felt like I was just beyond that threshold of promoting those records, doing little stuff like that. But man, like next March, I think it was March when that song came out. Next March will make 20 years since I released my first single. So really? My first single came out in March of 2004.
That's grown.
So I plan on what I'm working on now, man. I'm taking my time with it because I wanted to be real nice. And I've got some concepts and some ideas that are long overdue, but I will give y'all this. My next album, my next whatever it becomes, it's real personal to me. And so a lot of this music is I'm making this album for me.
Can't get on the album.
And I hope y'all like it.
Can't get on the album, bro.
Can you get on it?
Yeah.
I got something for y'all. We'll talk about it all of it.
I ain't say y'all. You keep skipping the fact. Can I put some bars on it or can I do your intro on it? I'm a shit talker if I can't do nothing else.
I got you.
Okay.
We gonna talk.
Okay.
I'm
sick of Big Gun Wiggler, baby.
But like,
talk to us again.
Hey, stupid. But legit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I got some stuff, but I thought about that. Like as I started to write it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, a lot of these records are real personal. They're real personable. I think a lot of people gonna be able to relate to them. But when I started focusing on the art itself and the craft and making the music that I want to make and stop trying to force what I think people want to listen to me, that's when my best material started coming. That's when my words felt like they meant more. It wasn't like me just trying to be a rapping ass rapper and make y'all like this. No, like, bruh, I'm here to tell y'all stories. I'm here to give y'all some real timeless type of hip hop. I want y'all to be able to take my music 10 years from now, and when y'all hear it, be like, oh man, it still feel fresh to you.
Bruh,
it's a lot of artists that make in the moment music. And when you go back and listen to it 3, 4, 5, 6 years down the line,
it feels stale.
It feels stale. I have made music that felt stale before. And I got some records, I go back and listen to them, I'll be like, bro, I could re-release this right now and I feel like it would do numbers.
I genuinely think all the best music are made in the same factor. You feel me? And it touched people, even people that don't listen to those type of music. I'm going to give you a good example. Let's see if it makes sense to you. You are a big Crit fan. I was not. And I'm still not a major Big Crit fan because I'm a street nigga. So street shit urged me more.
No, right. It just mean you ain't heard Crit was here. But
no, you can't tell me what it mean to me because I have. And Crit is still just not my guy. Crit ain't shooting people in the street and selling drugs.
I understand, but that means you ain't heard Crit was here.
And Dreamlike.
You can talk Sonya, my bro. I'm just telling you.
I'm just saying you ain't heard Crit was here. Because
even when it ain't drug dealing, killing, and stealing, and robbing motherfuckers, right? Sometimes you can be so personal, it can touch you so much that your words verbalize better than the stuff, or to more people than your regular words. Cause now you want to hear country nigga rap. Now I swear country nigga. That song, the first time I heard it, hit different for me. Not a big Crit fan.
I got you.
But that song, I felt it to the core because when he sung that song, he meant it.
Yeah.
He meant it.
And that's why I say he ain't heard Crit was here. That's exactly why I say he ain't heard Crit was here.
Yeah.
How many drugs did he sell?
Bro, trust me.
He's talking Sonya, bro. I heard a lot of songs on the album.
Bro,
that was the only one that stung out like that.
Dream, if I play Children of the World for you tonight, and you tell me that don't shake you up,
bro, you said the same thing about Big Mike, a new album.
And you came back and said it was fire.
No, I did not. I said he's rapping. That's what I said.
And that's all I told you it was gonna be. I ain't tell you it was gonna shake your spirit.
Yeah, but it ain't fire. That's my point.
So I don't know what that means.
Cause
so
he's killing people, robbing people, and now stuff that I'm telling you, I'm a
So
real
first off,
thug,
I got something to say to attorney before I
go ahead, bro. My bad.
I like you being stupid. Bro, I'm super excited for your new music because I know from what I've heard from your new music.
How we banned Danae?
You can't. You banned her. I ain't gonna be able to be on this show.
I was trying to think how, but it went to ban. I didn't go all the way through. That's what I said.
I got you.
Go ahead.
I've heard the stuff that you're working on.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm so excited for your new music that it's ridiculous.
I appreciate you, bro.
Like, bro. I think what you're writing from the place you're writing from now is gonna be better than anything you ever wrote before, and that's just my opinion.
It's funny that you say that because going back and just kind of like structuring some of the stuff and looking at what I've done, I agree. I got a couple of records that I recorded where I was like, when I finished it and I went back and listened to it, I was like, I was in my bag on that one. Yeah. And I don't say that about a lot of my stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I got a few verses in my bag that I was like, yeah, I was on my game on that one. And then I go back and listen to some of my stuff and like, what the fuck were you talking about in that song? like you I mean,
some of them are great songs.
They are. You know what I'm saying?
Some of them are great songs, but some of them are great like musical art. I mean, some of them are great art. Some of them great songs.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I like that.
And
I like that.
I can definitely tell the difference between your art and your songs. Both are great, but your art, for me, which don't reach the masses, is like I like art. Right. It's different. So like I'm super excited for what you got working. Super excited. But now here comes the diss.
Nah, I'm listening.
The diss is that, bro, I hate the fact that rappers can work on an album, even if it take you 3 years, but you get to work on an album, you get to pick your beats, and you get to display your artistic side from you. Bruh, as a creative person, I am creative ideally. Does that make sense? Yeah. Just from an ideal perspective. So I can paint a picture with words for a lot of people, but I can't give it to the masses without people.
I get it.
And it's so hard to give people my vision, bro.
I get it.
Oh my God. So that's my hate for like anybody that can independently perform art. Yeah. Versus somebody who can think of something that's beautiful, who can paint a beautiful picture. Right. But like I have to sell people on my picture to contribute. And that's how the South Got Something to Say started. Yeah. And I read out, this is my baby.
It is.
But man, the picture's way like what the people see, the viewers that we got now, what they see. Yeah. They only see like, bro, I'm talking about like 0.9% of the actual vision. Right. And it pains me. Oh, but and this is the worst part, bro. It pains me to the point that I wake up some days and be like, what I need to do? What I need to do something different. I need to figure some stuff out. And I got the right thing. It's just painting the broad strokes is hard. So I envy y'all for that. But like I champion y'all because I appreciate artistry so much. And that's just the toughness of it. You know what I mean? Like that's just that's the
I get that though. I get that.
That's rough, bro.
I get that. Because now let me say it like this too, and it's funny that you even say that because like I do poetry and I do music, and for a long time people didn't take me seriously as a poet because they felt like I was rapping. I got a lot of people now because I've established my name so much in poetry that don't take me seriously as a rapper. But I know some poets, they be like, I don't see how you create these concepts, how you do X, Y, and Z. And I'd be like, you don't see how I do this. I don't understand how you sit up here and, you know, because I build from a very, I don't want to use, I hate the term simple, but I can be, I want to be able to build stuff that sounds good to me, but won't be hard for like the masses to understand. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes being a guy, especially, the mindset that you take on is gonna be different from the women in that same field. And man, I mean, when I tell you, I know some women who are so talented with words, and feel like they're not. And when man, Celeste and Carl Butter So Fly, and
Shout out Butter So Fly.
and you know Dictionary and Catharsis, like all, and shout out to K Marie, shout out to Ebony, shout out to Ashley, like all the women that run in these poetry circles that I am in are brilliant. And it's wild to see how different each one of them are and can be, because no two people are gonna be alike. But I think that's the beautiful thing about poetry, is the fact that you get to see so many different perspectives in the same art form. And a lot of people don't give music, especially rappers, that same grace. You know,
because it's controlled by people that's outside of our culture.
but it's also one of those things, just like you said, you know, certain music don't appeal to you, Dream, because that's not what you know, came around or grew up around, or, you know, it just...
Watch this. You ready?
I'm listening.
Because that's not controlled by people. No, think about what I'm saying now. Because that's not either controlled by people inside our culture. You think I chose to be raised in the projects?
No.
You think I chose to be shot? You think I chose to shoot a motherfucker?
Maybe.
No.
It was definitely a choice.
Maybe.
No, bro. I'm serious.
Hey,
I got better things to do than be shooting people.
Hey,
I agree.
So, like, I had to get what I had off my mind towards you, so you understood where I was coming from. Like, I knew you would understand.
Yeah.
Like, being creative, but not creative into the point where I can just hand it to somebody.
Yeah.
Versus being creative where you can make your own product. But what I wanted to say, I'm gonna read it because
you can see that then.
Yeah, you gave it to me right here. But but I wanted to say something that you said earlier. This is, and I gotta say it now because I don't want to miss what my point.
Yeah.
Is you know how we were talking about how some music is music now and some music is timeless.
Right.
Bruh, I listened to Project English today.
Who? Juvie.
Fire. Project English.
Project English was the name of an album.
Fire.
Did anybody die?
It's Juvenile.
It's Juvenile.
Really?
Yes.
From New Orleans?
Yeah.
Bruh,
Hot Boy Juvenile. Cash Money Juvenile.
Project English is probably his masterpiece, bro.
You think so?
Pretty sure it's 400 Degrees.
It's
No, the album's called Project English.
The other album called 400 Degrees.
right.
No, I know that, but I'm saying. You say you think 400 Degrees?
Yeah, well, it was to the masses.
Yeah.
To the masses.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it was more widely received.
Yeah.
It was.
But I'm talking about like as an actual album put together.
See, I gotta.
Was tough.
You know what's crazy?
I got to go back and listen to Project English because I wasn't a fan.
Project English probably his personal album. That's the one that he took his time and did right.
Probably.
I love Project
And 400 Degrees was the one that Baby pushed.
Bunch of hits.
Well, 400.
You see what I'm
Bunch of
saying?
singles, yeah.
400
And that's the
Degrees.
difference between y'all and me.
400
I'm
Degrees.
debating.
No, 400 Degrees was his first major label album.
Yeah.
Project English came after that.
How many albums after that?
Shh, be quiet. That's from Project English.
Tonight is the night that we ride.
Yes, it is.
How on that same album?
Set It Off is on that album.
From that album.
No, bro. How on the same album was
No, it's not.
The night is the night we ride.
No, that's from Project English, bro.
No, how on the same album? With that song?
You can't.
Google. I got it back again. I think my battle falling out.
What's the name of that song? No, that ain't the name of the song.
No,
though.
that ain't the name of something, bro. I got you, bro. I'm finna go. I'm gonna have to DJ it a little bit with DJ Souf.
I feel like you right though.
I am right. Ain't no question.
Soldier Rag did slap.
Soldier Rag did slap.
Soldier, I ain't gonna lie. Soldier Rag to me slap a little bit more than Project English, but
you said you didn't like Project English.
I gotta go back and listen to Project English. I feel like Project English, one of them albums I couldn't appreciate then because at the age I was at, it just wasn't for me. Mm-hmm. But I could probably go back and listen to it now, and do that. But it's also, man, like I go back and listen to some of these older records now, and I'm just like, bro, what? Like, why wasn't I invested in this then? But it's just the taste in music, man. It changes. It's funny that you was talking about, like, and I agree completely what he was talking about as far as like listening to parties and getting people's opinions and stuff like that. Bro, I released the song as a single just because I felt like people needed to hear it. And it's crazy because I never expected the song to do anything. Mm-hmm. It wasn't supposed to be a popular song. It wasn't a radio track. It wasn't none of that. It was a message to young women, but especially women of color, our black women, to basically.
So both of us wrong. Be Quiet was from the G Code.
It was on the G Code.
It was on from G Code. It wasn't for 400 Degrees. One for Project from G Code.
It was on G Code.
It was from G Code.
That's right.
But I mean, it was just basically it was the story of the girl that wants to be Instagram famous.
Mm-hmm. On which one?
This is one of my records. This is a song called Clarity off of my last album, Evolutionary, before the experience. So this was in 2017. Mm-hmm. And Clarity wasn't a song that you perform on tour. It wasn't a song. It was an album cut. It's a straight up B cut.
B-side.
It's a straight up B-side record. But when I wrote it, I knew what I had in mind. Mm-hmm. And it's the only song, start to finish. I write all my music. Mm-hmm. Even a lot of times, like if it's hooks and I got features on my hooks, I normally write everything. Mm-hmm. The only thing I don't write when I have features is verses. Yeah, like if I want them on a verse,
you let them control.
Here's the beat. Here's the verse. This is the story. Make it work however you want to make it work. Mm-hmm. I don't believe in censoring nobody on my records. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever cut somebody's verse off your record?
I have not cut somebody's verse off of my record. I have had to replace somebody on a record for business purposes.
What does that mean? So you had like, somebody that you wrote a verse and then you took them off and put somebody else. It
was my
That's a cut.
No. So in this instance, I originally approached somebody about basically they did like a demo for me. Mm-hmm. And when it came time to actually get it recorded, we couldn't get the schedules lined up. So I had to find a replacement. Okay. That's really what it was.
So you didn't cut them. They just couldn't make it to the reception.
Right, like, and I needed them to be, like, available, like, for shows and stuff like that. Okay. And they was like, you know, this ain't gonna work for me.
I wouldn't give it the cut title, but I get it.
But that's probably, but I mean,
would you cut somebody out for real?
Maybe, but
you should.
Highly unlikely.
Nah, but you should, though.
You want me to tell you the real only reason I say I wouldn't? Why? Because I normally have an idea of who I want on records while I'm writing them.
So when you give that record to them, they normally deliver what you want.
Right.
But if they didn't, would you cut them?
I don't know if I would cut them. I would give them an opportunity to correct it first.
And if they couldn't,
then I'd probably cut them.
Okay.
Yeah, because
you was real nice about that, bro. But cutting is necessary.
Because if I give you this, and I tell you what type of time I'm on, and I tell you where I need you to be and what I expect, and you half-ass me or you don't deliver, hey man, look, no disrespect, this record ain't for you. I'm about to cut you off this one. We'll figure out something later.
We'll figure out the next.
You know what I'm saying?
Cutting is necessary. Bro.
I'd have been cut from 2 records.
Oh, happy.
Because I was eating them niggas up on their verse, and I ain't afraid to say that.
That's a common thing. That's a common thing.
And I ain't afraid to say that.
Let me tell you something. Another reason why I respect Killer Mike.
I'm listening.
It's because Killer Mike said, bro, I ain't never been out rap. And he meant it.
He did. He did that.
Hey, real quick on Killer Mike. But not on Killer Mike. The song we were talking about was Hot, right?
No.
No.
What name of the song were you talking about?
We was talking about
The song is called G Code, ain't it?
no, what's the name of it? See, now I gotta go back and look for the song. But it was from G Code.
Because I thought we said Hot.
That is not a commercial.
That was rock.
Bro, I got the new More to Come Back, bro. It's so fire.
Word. Yeah.
Yeah, what name of the song you just told me?
I'm finna tell you, bro. I ain't tell you the name of the song because I didn't tell you the name of the song because I didn't know it.
On the G Code, the only song he had Hot was In My Life.
You understand? It's the name of the song, and it's from G
That
Code.
wasn't the song you said. It wasn't you understand.
Shh. Be quiet. Tonight is the night that we ride.
Dirty
That's what we was. That's
That's- you
what we got
understand.
on.
Doing surgery on providing the head doctor. Yeah, that's you
Yeah.
understand.
You understand? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well that what threw me off.
So he been fighting it. He been over here playing in his goddamn phone, trying to fight us for all this time for us to just tell him the name of the song. As you understand?
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
I'm excited for y'all.
I'm gonna have to let you hear that record when we get off.
I'm
It's just
I'm excited.
I don't know, like it's just one of them things. But this is how I know I'm back in my. This is how I know I'm back in my zone. Is because I'm actively beat shopping and building beats and getting with producers. Because a lot of times, bro, like when I'm not in that mood, I don't even do that. I don't like. I go listen to instrumental music, but I'm not actively listening for stuff for me. And then I'll come across something and be like, yeah, that's all right. No, like I've been actively like, I got one cat, man, I'm working with out of Virginia. Shout out to B-Mac. We've been cooking. And I got a couple of, other little things that we got in the work. It's just, he was trying to take care of something. I need some tracks. We got to talking.
First time I seen it.
Yeah, we got to talking.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Totally didn't see that.
And bro, when I tell you it is popping, yeah.
You talking about total though?
No, I'm talking about
live.
Live.
I ain't never seen that.
But
My bad.
but now, you good. Well, you good. I just I am too. Cause a lot of times, bro, I am too. I forgot I ain't having muted.
I mean, I guess we're gonna end on that, man. We got a really good show for y'all coming up. We got a really good show.
Y'all
for
really
y'all
gotta
coming up.
tune
So
in.
y'all really need to tune in for this show that we got coming up. It's gonna be next week. We gonna be on time. We gonna make
real
this shit
quick,
happen.
they're gonna leg into next week. Did anybody see the battle between Easy the Block Captain?
So I saw when you dropped the thing. I hadn't watched it yet, but I do plan on going to watch it.
And my boy from Compton, California, Geechee Gotti.
I've only heard about it.
Oh,
I heard he gave it to Remy though, and when it was Remy event, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, she owned Chrome 23.
Whew. Yeah.
That's her sixth event at Chrome as the owner of Chrome 23, and Easy the Block Captain is her Floyd Mayweather.
Okay.
Ooh.
I get
Bro,
that.
I know y'all don't like to talk battle rap like I do, but when I tell you, this the one. Out of all the battle rap I've watched, I'll give you an example. I've been watching battle rap since, like I told Murder Mook when I met him in New York, and when I met him in Miami, he was like, "Oh, so you're a battle rap fan?" I'm like, nigga, I've been watching you since you battle part of Audio on the Bridge. Before that wasn't URL. Before that was Smack DVD, nigga. That's how long I've been watching you. You feel me? And he was like, wow, let's go then. And we started talking, right? In the 20 years I've been watching battle rap, at least, I can literally only think of one other time that been hit harder than when Geechee got it did. And it was when Loaded Lux did the A Lost Nigga Scheme. Because it was the first viral moment of URL. I
remember that.
That was the actual first viral, well, I say that. Let me clear that up. T-Rex had the first viral moment where he told P. Diddy the whole, you gonna pay murder $50,000 to kill this nigga on stage? Give me $50,000, I kill this nigga for real. It was short clip though, and it didn't stay crazy. But Loaded Lux viral moment with the Lost Nigga Scheme went viral for years. It still go viral today.
Yeah.
Today.
I've seen that.
Well, this one, I've never seen go more viral faster than what he did to Remy Ma. And how he did it.
I go watch it.
And how he talked to her. How he talked to Papoose. And how he talked to, oh God. Like, somebody got to shoot him behind this.
God damn.
It's that bad, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to go watch it.
He said, it's battle rap, nigga. They knew what they were paying for. She paid a lot of money to get me on that stage. And she know what I bring. You know what I mean? Now, this battle rap, so I want to keep it battle rap, but you know what I mean? If we got to go somewhere else, if I brought my niggas with, we can do that too. Right. Papoose, what up? That's how you talk to your bitch. I said, oh my God. Bruh. Go watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go watch
Even
it.
if you can't watch the whole video, just watch that one scheme, and you're gonna say, your face gonna ball up, bro. And look at her face, and look at Easy's face when he do it. Oh God, it was bad. It was bad.
What drink got to be on back there?
The couch.
Did I be on couch? Oh, bruh.
I'm about to put this nigga the fuck out.
Bruh. Oh,
Hey, bro, you
my
about to have to
God.
get up out of the studio, bro.
Hey, bro, we gotta do a long podcast one night. 1 Tuesday night, we gotta make our mind up that we're going all in, and we're gonna run there for about 4 hours. And we gotta get a good schedule together and just see how far we can take it.
4 hours.
Hey, we just gotta see how far we can take it.
He
I mean, bro,
tripping.
no, I'm with it. But, like, we can't do
On
it
a
on a
Tuesday?
Tuesday night because y'all don't get
No.
here too late.
Well, we need to get here a little early and go crazy. Go from like 7 to 11. That is not crazy.
I'm with it. But
But we got everything
You
got to
gotta
line
start
up
at
doing
7.
right.
Yeah, it do. Because I was finna say, what we gonna talk about for 4
Well,
hours?
that's what I mean.
Oh, we got
line
plenty
it
to
up
talk
right.
about, bro.
We haven't lately. This week we got plenty to talk about.
I mean, but even when we don't have plenty to talk about, bro, we can talk about life situations, bro. We always do.
Yeah, but I want it to be show enough cliffhanging. You know what I mean? I want people to be involved. I want people logging in the way they're logging in right now, bro. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And give us some insight. But I think if we can pull this off and run those numbers, I think we can run that number up to 1,000 at least.
I hear you.
No, I mean that sounds like
if you
outright.
pull
That's not
1,000
an outright conversation.
If you pull 1,000, you can keep 250.
You want the hardest dude to talk to in the world, bro.
Don't talk. Close the show up, bro.
Hey, man, our quote of the week says, perception is real even when it is not reality.
Facts.
Wow.
Man, this has been the Soft Got Something to Say episode.
Put the soldier rag. You ain't a soldier, nigga. Put the soldier rag. Put the soldier rag. Put the soldier rag.
For episode 165-ish, this has been the South. We out.
We out here.
Quiet. Tonight's the night we ride. Dirty Killer 5